Our next honoree embodies three of the things I most love to see in a founder. Number one, referring back to my remarks before, a founder who is building in an industry that is native to New York, that is powerful and domiciled in New York. Number two is, like AJ, a founder on a mission to disrupt an industry and in the process make the world a better place. Those founders, as I'm sure you've experienced it again and again, they have an incredible ability to be a magnet for talent, to retain the best, and to have culture that is built in a powerful way because of the mission that those employees are all serving. Third is somebody with deep experience, credibility, relationships, building in an industry they came from, where they know the ins and outs. They are going to get the phone calls returned. They're starting with an unfair advantage of information and relationships. When you see those three things come together as an investor, you kind of stop bothering to do the work on everything else, because if people like that are betting their lives, their careers, their families, finances on this journey, you'd be crazy not to go along for the ride. So in 2016, when I met this guy, in this country, there were no great options for small businesses to manage and offer retirement savings plans for their employees. 401k plans existed for sure, and many of us had them. But in the small business world, they were inefficient, they were too costly, and the vast, vast, vast majority of American small businesses, the people who employ the wide majority of our population, they didn't have those plans. And so those employees couldn't save. And so this founder set out to change that. And he set out to change that by building a modern infrastructure platform that would power a whole new generation of savings plans for American citizens. Now, this is the kind of journey that puts like a capital E on the term enterprise sales and enterprise infrastructure building. This is serious stuff. When you're going to go to the likes of a JP Morgan, Chase, or a Morgan Stanley, now proud customers of this company, and say, run your entire business on this platform, manage the tens of billions of dollars of savings of what's now millions of Americans working for 300,000 small businesses that run their retirement plans on this platform. That is a hard ask. It's a hard journey, and it's been quite a thing to watch over the last 8 years. But these guys are now, without question, the leading employer and individual savings plan for small business. They've expanded to become the leading provider of savings plan for state-sponsored health savings, college savings, and retirement savings accounts. And in the last couple of years have just hit that hockey stick of inflection and become what might be like the single hardest thing to have become in 2023, which is a fintech infrastructure unicorn. Like, that was words that were almost never spoken together in the last year. But most importantly, this guy is, in my opinion, the snappiest dressed founder in New York City. And with that, I welcome my friend, Aaron Schumm, to the stage to receive the Visionary Award.
Don't disrespect. No, I'm very honored. I appreciate this. Very humbled by it. I think thematically some of this has been touched on, but I think one of the hardest things is at the early days is finding someone who believes in what you're trying to do. And it's fucking hard to do this stuff, right? I mean, Brad has walked me off the ledge many times when I'm just like, holy shit, I don't know how far I can go with this. But it is a big problem we've tried to solve. And I think all of you, like Brad, who believed in this from the beginning, we got laughed out of the room a lot of times, said, awesome idea. No one's ever going to pull this off. And I love looking at this room right now and be like, we've done a lot. We still have an endless road to go, but we went from nobody to selling a couple businesses a month to being the top decile workplace savings platform in the country, to being the largest disability savings platform in the country. Ryan Anderson, our chief product officer, I used to sit on his couch and try to get what's in my head into a concept that made sense. And we now have some of the biggest industry advocates behind us, joined with TIAA and Wayne Baker, who've gotten behind us now, and it's been awesome to transform this. I think we had a world ago. I set out on a mission to reshape the lives of every American and a $40 trillion savings gap that we all need to fill. And I look at all the intelligent people in this room, and it's our responsibility to change that. And if we don't change the lives of others, then what are we doing? So I'm really encouraged by the support we've gotten, how far we've gotten, and how far we're able to go. So thank you to all of you for this recognition, and let's go get after it.